All right, to Washington now, where House lawmakers are holding a hearing on staffing issues at the southern border. They're speaking with the Inspector General of the Department of Homeland Security, Joseph Cuffari. NewsNation's Joe Khalil is at the Capitol for us with the latest.
Natasha, we've seen a lot of hearings focus on the border issue itself. This one is a little bit different. The question lawmakers are trying to solve is not how do you secure the border, but today, how do you support the agents who patrol it? Right now, we know that morale is incredibly low among those who are doing that job. We know that there's a lot of overtime hours and not a lot of staffing increases as their workload has increased. The Inspector General actually put out a survey to more than 50,000 of these agents, and about 9,000, he says, got back to him. What he found is this. He put out a bit of a readout on the responses, and it says that CBP and ICE's workloads have grown significantly due to factors beyond Homeland Security's control, namely increasing border encounters and travel volume. And he goes on to say that the staffing levels have remained the same. That has negatively impacted the health and morale of law enforcement personnel. And when we talk about border encounters increasing, we're talking about significantly. Natasha, just a couple of years ago in 2019, every month, border agents saw something like 70,000 encounters. Just in the last year, that number has gone up to 180,000 every single month. Now, just before the hearing started, I talked to Democratic Congressman Glenn Ivey from Maryland. He told me that the issues that these agents are facing are largely the same as law enforcement all across the country, that they're now being overstaffed, that they simply can't find or retain enough workers, and he says they need to get paid more.
And with respect to border agents, you can really impose pretty heavy requirements like relocation. If they have young families, for example, it can be hard for them to just uplift and move them in some instances across the country or far from where they're from. So I think there's a lot of challenges we need to deal with on morale issues here, but one that Congress can control is compensation.
And Natasha, Congressman Ivey also said that while the border issue itself has largely been polarized and politicized in many ways, he says this issue, just taking care of border agents, making sure their morale is up, is not a partisan issue. He said that is something that has consensus and widespread agreement between both parties. But he says the issue is how you actually go about fixing that problem.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.